Good evening, Nick the Forester here. Just got a little time to hop off in the shop tonight. Gonna hop back on this 266 and we'll start doing some crank seals on it. So why don't we spin on over and get on to it. Hope y'all been having a great week. Been a pretty good week over here. Just decided to get back into it. So let's jump on in. I'm gonna move y'all probably a little bit closer. So, like I said, on our 266, only thing I've done since the last video was honestly just throw air filter on. I'm gonna fix this kill wire later. Actually, let's see what it looks like actually in here. And I guess we'll go ahead and throw one. Probably just go ahead and throw on the muffler while we're here. But I want to do crank seals. I said this all developed an air leak. Don't know exactly what was leaking. I said kind of just threw it to the side, grabbed my Pro Mac 55 y'all seen in the last video, the last cutting video, and threw it in the back of the truck and kept on rocking and rolling. So honestly, I just was living in an apartment at the time, away from home, didn't have a anywhere honestly to work on it, and I just got set to the side. But now we getting another chance at it. I like these Husqvarnas. I've always been around Husqvarnas. It's what I know. It's what I grew up around. Mainly grew up around. Y'all seen? I think I've shown my pawpaw's 61 I have. I showed y'all my 161 or the blacktop 61 I have with the 162 cylinder on it. And I do need to tear in that saw, and I think the rod bearing's gone in it. It sounds like it's hitting the top of the cylinder, so I'll have to figure that out when the time comes. But I just wanted to hop onto these, so I want to do a comparison video. Alright, set this guy off to the side. We'll set it over here for now. Kill wire's in awful shape. I ended up just throwing another trigger on this saw. Kill wire's in 3 different pieces. It's pinched right there, so if anything I'd have to cut it right here. Then what's it called? I'll just probably end up getting a different trigger for it. To another cool sparks. I think it's just the trigger. I mean, trigger sparks. It just got our trigger does what it's supposed to. Kill wire is just bad on it. But enough of that rambling. Take our air deflector off. One second, guys. I'm gonna put this. I did take the clutch cover off last time I was here. I'm just gonna set that back on for the time being. And I threw the nuts. There's one of them. There we go. Grab my other one. Just want to set it back on so I don't lose them. I need to clean up the bench here. It's a mess, as y'all can tell. But it usually stays that way. So, let's see. You're dirty, but you're not overly dirty. What size there are you? 14 maybe? Yeah, I guess you're probably gonna be like a 14. What we got? On the money, 14 millimeter. use the impact to pull it. Didn't take much. Look, there's a washer as well. I'll see about getting you off. These guys can be fun sometimes, as y'all know. I got my real long screwdriver. Let's put just a wee bit of pressure behind you. One second, guys. Not quite sure if I'm coming down with something. Just felt awful today. I have not felt good at all. I'm gonna set this nut back on here. So she's just about flush. Push a little bit of pressure behind the cylinder here, or behind the skull, the flywheel. And knocking stuff off as usual. And then just take what's called back off, the handle off. Try and get away with this flathead a little bit better. There we go. That'll probably be enough. Grab my hammer. Believe she come up yet. Put a little bit more pressure on her. There she is. Usually it'll get a nice clink on them. That's when you know they break loose. So I don't like to do this, I ain't got to. There you go. Keyway is in there. I don't know if that keyway sheared as small as it is. I mean, it's almost non-existent. Just pour that little bit of trash out of it. And this looks like it might have had a different set of seals put in at one time. Definitely does not look factory. That keyway is, I mean, it ain't much. Not for the size of, what's it called on this. This looks like the stock flywheel. I'm gonna see about cleaning this out real quick. I'll be right back. Pause y'all for just a second. Hey guys, just clean it up a little bit. Just tap the keyway out while I was at it. Sorry I didn't try it on camera. Just use a flathead and wet the front. Push down the back. If it's not real seized off in there, the front will lift up a little bit. Just take the screwdriver on the front, just lightly tap, and it'll start working its way on up. And then just pull it out of there. Alright, so let's see what we need for this plastic cover. You are darn close. I don't want to strip. Yep. This must be a newer saw, because I'm darned if aren't all these metric. I am darned. almost guarantee I don't have metric here. It's funny. If y'all watched any of my videos, I'm a standard man living in a metric world. That's why I like a bunch of the older stalls that ran a lot more standard, what's it called? Standard sizes. Get you with that. Oh. Well, I got my box of goodies over here that may just work. Oh. May not be perfect, but you may work. Let's see if we got any smaller. Probably gonna be about best we gonna get out of this set. I don't know where most of it went. I guess I could see if I got I had some a metric set, and I'll be darned if one day it didn't get stolen. I was working for a moving company at the time and left my tool bag sitting around, and next job I did went to use metric Allen keys. I went to find my metric Allen keys for the I think it's for like a bed frame, and I didn't have them. And I'm pretty meticulous about, at the time I was very meticulous about my tools. Did not like my tools anywhere else other than my bag. And I said after that one move, they were gone. And I don't know if one of the workers that was with me was using them and left them, but they didn't make it to the next one. And heck, most of the things that I have done, I've been able to use these standards, but I ain't gonna risk it with this one. I'll just do it by hand using the torch bits and just be careful not to strip it. See that guy down in there. Got it done. It's out. Huh, that guy had a little bit of Loctite on him. Probably end up throwing some on just so these don't back out as well. Go. They had red on them. I'll probably run blue. So we can just work you off. It's been on there for quite some time. I don't want to take anything to pry on it. See. Just get it, work back and forth with the bolt. looks good. Dirty, good. Pop this seal out. Ooh, that seal's hard. Yeah, you are not pliable at all. Definitely not a factory seal. Clean this up. O-ring's flat as a board. Go ahead and clean this up as well. We'll clean up that, and I'll probably use some gasket maker on it as well. The Moto seal, just to seal it. Get this O-ring out of here. I have to use my pick. So it's pretty flat and pressed. Come on. Oh, pulled it out. And this is not my first rodeo with these. I have done a handful of these before. But you learn something new with every one. At least I do, every time. Clean this up some more. And I have new O-ring to go on it. Same with the clutch side. Make her nice and clean. Wipe the crank off. Might throw a little bit of oil off in it. And then wipe our mating material or some mating surface off. Grab some more gasket maker. Or not gasket maker. More degreaser. Have a nice clean surface for it. Sure I got all the oil on my hands. Put that in my trash pile. Clean off my hands. It should be dry now. Let's grab our seals. We left them up here. They're just highway seals. Nothing special. seat on down in there. It's that old seal. It's usually what I do with these. Take them, use them, press them all the way down. There you go. Don't fit down in it. Just want to make sure she's all the way down in there. She's level. So I'm gonna press on our sealing surface. A little bit of a gap on this side. See if I can get it with this guy. There we go. I believe we're all the way in, all the way around, and level all the way around. Good deal. Then grab my O-ring. It's over here. That's our O-ring in. Sure she's seated all the way around. It's good. Grab a little bit of our gasket maker. We ain't gonna use a whole lot. Just gonna put it right around the outside of the lip. That way when she presses in, she won't go down into the bearing. So that's not what you want. That's not the intent here. I mean, it's never the intent, don't get me wrong. Let's go like that. Always keep your rag. Dripping a little bit. I'm used to my other sealant that's a little bit thicker. It ain't as runny. Motor seal's a little on the thin side if y'all ain't never used it. Big old fat fingers don't like to do this much. I'll clean it up, clean up the outside of it, which it don't matter much as long as it's got a good seal around her. Or on the inside, it don't matter about the outside too much, but we'll clean it up a little bit more. And if you've ever watched Tin Man or anybody else that does these, you know, the clutch side, you need to use something to help it get across that step. But on the flywheel side, it's tapered all the way down, so you really ain't got to do that. Sure, just have a good even coat all the way around. Yeah, I do put it on O-ring. This helps seal. As all of these are, they're usually warped. So anything you can do to help it seal, the better. Just a little bit more. Okay. That should about have us. That should do it. Take my rag, gently wipe around the top. It ain't getting into the bearing. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt it. It'll usually just eat it. It may stain up the cylinder a little bit, but it ain't really gonna hurt nothing. But you don't want to add anything there if you ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So, just slide her on in. Take it nice and easy. She'll go. There you go. Go ahead and wipe around, wipe off her excess. See, you ain't got to, but I do. Usually I always try to wipe away my excess, that way it don't look awful. I mean, it's gonna have a little bit around the edge of it. But I don't like for it to have a whole lot. There we go. Get some Loctite on these bolts. We'll be ready to rock and roll. This one's a little greasy. Clean it off. Ah, wrong can. Do that, and I didn't even put on the. That's what I do for getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna throw blue on it. No, this did have red on it. But blue should be fine. Shouldn't hurt it a bit. I need to twist this just a little bit, help get these scope guys started. How are you looking? Get a little dirty. Cut you off. I'm no means a saw builder. I mean, if you've watched my channel, you know that. I ain't claiming to be. I just like to work on saws. That's it. Something I enjoy. It's a hobby. You ain't gotta go reefing on these guys because they wasn't tight on here to start with, and they're quite small. Start, go in a kind of cross pattern. I mean, with a triangle it's kind of hard to do a cross pattern, but get them up, get them seated first, then we'll come back. Seated. this guy, give her a good tight. This guy, tight. This guy, tight. Run back around them. And one little extra itch. That one's real tight. That one's real tight. There we go. And you can go back around. I'll go round it one more time. Just whatever. Just lift on out one more time. As it was drying. Painter on off. That's always a little tricky because it's got a rib. There we go. It's got this side taken care of. You can put your keyway back in. Throw your flywheel on. It's tight. Keyway does work. Throw your, I believe it was going that way. Watch your back on. Throw your nut on. Usually tell which side of the nut was on which. It's on that way. Oh, sorry, she was on that way. Tight. Got impact. Or you can hand tighten it, whichever you prefer. Come on. I have to get these tar paws out of your way. Work your way back down. And she should be good to go. Now for this coil wire or trigger. Let's see if I got another trigger around here. I think I do. Did at one point. Placed it on that 61, or yeah, that blacktop 61. I think it was the coil that was the issue. At least we can see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just see if it was the coil that was the issue or if it was the trigger. Oh, we're dirty. Clean some of this gunk out. Usually use a pick, clean out these. Clean out my Allen keys. Or these Allen bolts. Usually get them somewhat clean that way. Let's see, I bet. That's gonna be close. One size down. I may actually end up going tomorrow and getting a metric set. Seems like everything I work on now is metric. May just be then. May just have to conform and get metric again. Oh, you are tight. Very tight. So I don't believe these ain't got much adjustment in them. I can't ever remember if the coil's what usually goes bad on these two pieces, or if it's the what's it called, the trigger mechanism. It might be the trigger mechanism. We're tight. Clean that off real quick. Forgot to put my cap back on my gasket maker. Clean up these couple little spots. I said if this trigger mechanism don't work, I'll just order one. I try to find a good used factory one. I typically like them better. Don't come out of here. I know you are dirty as can be. Oof. Ooh, you're so nasty. That's something. That's just nasty. But I will not throw this one away because, like I said, I know it works. There's one. Now I know, if I remember correctly, a kill switch on this saw works. Go ahead and scrape all this junk out while we're here. You're dirty. Pick it up, dump it out. Dump it over here real quick. And we're back. Let's go. Make sure it's an SEM. So this guy, is this Bosch or is it SEM as well? Man, I may be completely wrong and putting this on may kill this cylinder, but I've never heard of a, is it Profex? Profrex? I mean, this is a SEM, this is a Profrex. I didn't know there was two different style cylinders on these saw. To my knowledge, I didn't know there was. I'll give it a try real quick, and if that's the case, if there is, then I'll look for a Profrex online, and we'll go from there. Get these guys started. Man, them acorns falling. Sound like a gunshot going off on this tin roof. I tell you. Just grab us a business card. I think I got one right here. Slide off in here. Back it up, back it up. There you go. Spin her over. Bull hits. The magnet's good. At the center. Lock her on down. Just spin her on back out. Should have us enough clearance. Yep. Okay. Start grounding. Wire back down through here. Have to pull. Oh. Get her. Let's go first. Get her screwed down first, and then we'll lay her on down in here. There we go. Wish I had my tuning screwdriver, but I think I left it in the truck. She's tight. She is. Go ahead, push her back down in this. Let's go. Put this trigger, or let's go wire. I guess there is one difference in them. These got them coming out the bottom, but that one had them coming out about halfway up. It's different. But like I said, we'll see if it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. So be it. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Get our divider put back on. I remember where I've done set it now. There she is. Go about like, nope, upside down, of course. Like so. Get back up on our side real quick, just so I can get this in place. Tabs on down. Just got one over here if I remember right. Maybe they're just on this side. Been so long since I worked on these style saws. Takes me a minute to remember. Cut off split wire up here. Run it through a little area right there. Go. Give her a little bit slack and we'll send it up here. One thing I do think this one's got more slack in it, because I believe the newer saws ran them up through the or around the bottom here, then up. Pliers to set it on. We'll see if she still has spark or not. Shouldn't put that what's it called on there. May have to take that back off. Yeah, I will. Take this back off real quick. The only other thing I was going to do on this video is just put the muffler on. It's just a overseas air filter, ain't a factory one. I don't know exactly what happened to the factory one. They got lost in transport somewhere. Sorry, I'm in the way over here. Oh man, we're already at 40 minutes. Let me hurry this on up real quick. I'll be darned, I think that might be a smaller, what's it called? I'll probably end up just ordering a, what's it called for this saw. Tuck that down in there. There we go. Alright, let's throw our, just make this real quick, we'll cut it off from here. Starter cover back on. Sorry, took me a second to remember even what it was. I'll check for spark real quick. I know I got a sparkulator here. test spark plug. Just jam it up against the cylinder. I had to set it down here on the floor. Instead of trying to do this one-handed. Maybe that trigger is what went out on that saw. I may end up having to I do believe the trigger is what went out on that saw. So I have to pull that back off, but I'll stop the video here. I appreciate y'all watching more than y'all ever know. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, maybe learned something. Now I'm not here to be necessarily a teacher, just like working on saws. If there's anything I can do to ever help anybody, I'm more than glad to do it. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's week or weekend, whichever it may be. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Hopefully we'll get this sucker to fire up. Won't have any air leaks, and we'll get to go have fun with it. Then we'll turn our attention to this case over here and hop it up and do a comparison between potentially stock without a base gasket, ported pop-up. But thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one.